And just as the poor woman goes into labor, 8 months pregnant mind. You, a Category F, whatever tornado decides that precise moment is the perfect time to rip through Bloomington, Indiana. It's narratively convenient.
Convenient? It's box office gold, forget convenient. It's God playing disaster movie bingo. Pregnant lady. Check. Tornado. Check. Missing family. Double check. This Karen Kingsbury knows drama. Way better than those mopey vampires you made us read last year.
Please, do not invoke the Twilight debacle. My therapist is still helping me process that we are discussing Found, the third installment in the sprawling, some might say suffocating, Baxter Family Saga by Karen Kingsbury, a book apparently powered by prayer, piety, and precipitation.
Suffocating. It's immersive. People are mainlining this stuff. One reviewer said, and I quote, couldn't put it down and could have finished it sooner if not for all the tears I shed. All the tears. When was the last time a book made you cry? Besides that restraining order.
My emotional responses are perfectly regulated. Thank you. Unlike the readers of this phenomenon, they treat these characters, the Baxters, the Flanagans, like actual family members they gossip about over lukewarm coffee. It's a parasocial pandemic.
Okay, Dr. Free, let's talk characters. Dayne Matthews, movie star, brooding secretly adopted, used to dabble in Kabbalah. Hello, Madonna called. She wants her red string back. He's searching for his birth parents and Jesus. Talk about a multitasker.
He's less a character, more an amalgamation of tropes, designed for maximum emotional resonance, with a specific demographic. The prodigal son meets Hollywood. Heartthrob, and his spiritual journey seems less profound enlightenment, more guided tour by the relentlessly wholesome Katy Hart.
Don't hate on Katy. She's just trying to be helpful. Like my neighbour Brenda who keeps trying to get me into a pyramid scheme selling artisanal dog shampoo. Katy's just selling Jesus instead of suds for spot. And Dayne clearly needed something. He was probably dating like models who only eat air before Katy showed up with a casserole and a Bible.
The speculation is unnecessary. More troubling is John Baxter, the patriarch, who kept Dayne, a secret from his entire family for decades, only confessing because his dying wife made him promise. It's presented as noble Lou, but it's fundamentally manipulative and deceitful.
Dying wish. It's sacred, like promising your grandma you'll water her plastic plants. You just got to do it, but okay. Fine, maybe John's a bit shady, but you know who's really hate, Abel? The Flanagans. A little too perfect, one review said. You just know they colour coordinate their outfits for church picnics and brag about their kids' gluten. Free bake sale triumphs, exhausting.
Their perfection serves as a narrative foil, highlighting the Baxters' more relatable, albeit still highly idealized, struggles. But yes, they sound utterly insufferable. I wouldn't invite them to a faculty sherry hour, let alone a real party.
Okay, characters aside, is this book actually good? Or is it just emotional quicksand? People are finishing it in one day, one reviewer literally said, and just like that, I finished another book in this series in one day. Oops. Oops, like they accidentally inhaled 400 pages of Christian family drama.
Goodness is subjective. Literary merit, debatable. The prose is functional. The plot relies heavily on melodrama and divine intervention. That tornado, for instance, is it an act of God moving the plot forward, or lazy writing?
Lazy. It's amazing. Imagine the movie trailer, explosions, wind, a baby crying, a single tear rolling down Dayne Matthews' cheek as he looks towards heaven, gets me right here. But okay, some people found it slow. One reviewer basically skimmed this book. Skimmed. Can you imagine? Missing all of the praying.
And the crying. Let's not forget the crying. Reviewers mention it constantly. I'm crying. So many tears. It seems less a book, more a literary lacrimal, gland stimulant. One listener apparently emailed us, emailed the station's defunct account, saying, if Dayne Matthews were a sandwich, what kind would he be?
Ooh, good one. Okay, before Katy Hart, he was probably like one of those sad, pre-packaged airport sandwiches, limp lettuce, questionable meat. But after Katy and the big guy upstairs get involved, he's a full-on, artisanal surdo with organic turkey, heirloom tomatoes, and a drizzle of holy water.
That is certainly a visual. The point remains. The book's effectiveness seems measured by its ability to provoke tears and declarations of faith, rather than complex thought or nuanced characterization. Though, I must admit, the intensity of the reader response is fascinating from a sociological perspective. The sheer, unadulterated niceness as a selling point. It's almost punk, rock in its defiance of modern cynicism.
Whoa, did you just find something positive to say? About a book where the main conflict is finding Jesus and surviving bad weather. Mark this day on the calendar. Is it opposite day? Did hell freeze over? Did the Flanagans finally have a bad hair day?
I merely find the phenomenon intriguing, not the text itself. It's aggressively wholesome, like a weaponized fruitcake.
Okay, wrap-up time rating system. How many boxes of tissues does Found require? I give it a solid 5 out of 7 uncontrollable sobbing fits. You might need electrolytes after reading this thing.
My rating system is more refined. I give Found by Karen Kingsbury 3 out of 10 manufactured epiphanies, but a surprising 7 out of 10 on the Flanagan irritation scale there. They truly excelled there.
Fair enough. Okay, lovebirds and literary masochists. That's all the time we have. Join us next week when we tackle Chadwick the Sentient Stapler Finds His Purpose. Sounds riveting.
I need a drink. You've been listening to Heart Book Radio. Try not to cry too much before next time.